So number one, you have to understand that stressful situation is happening all away along when we living in this world. This is a very good question. How student can handle a stressful situation, and at the same time you want to ensure that you get good grade and you have a good mental health status. This is a very critical question. Thank you for asking. All right, there are various ways for you students. I was a student once, all right? I know how pressure it is to be a student, but believe me, in the future when you work, the stress is no less, all right? So number one, you have to understand that stressful situation is happening all away along when we living in this world, all right? I would like to quote our famous Al-Balqi, our famous Muslim scholar in the era of golden world, Al-Balqi, who has his book translated by our beloved Professor Malik Badri on how to handle depression and stress, all right? Al-Balqi has stated there are various ways, and he is using a cognitive behavior therapy. That is cognitive and behavior, all right? Cognitive way, how we want to handle this. Number one, we have to know that as long as we live in this world, the stressful situation is always there, all right? If we want to have only happiness, only, joyful moment, that is only possibly happen in the hereafter, in the Jannah. All right. As long as we will live in this world, trials after trials will be happening. This is a promise from God. All right. So similarly, as a student, how can you not being tested? How can you be excellent if there is no examination? All right. So this examination, why do lecturer put examination? Why you have to have a test? Why you have to have an assignment? Because it is a process for you to become better. All right. So this is very common that you are stressful. When I say common, it does not mean it's not hurtful. It is hurtful. All right. However, how do we handle this stressful situation? This is the question. All right, we have to understand not all stress are bad. All right, stressful situation is good, because if there is no stress, no exam, no stress. Because if we look at the stress and performance curve, if there is no stress at all, then you will be boring, boredom, you are not going to strive. If there is no exam, no assignment, do you think that you will study as hard as when you know there is an exam and a study? No, right? So therefore, stressful situation is good. You have to know that stressful situation is good. It is eustress, all right? Eustress. But if we do not know how to handle stress, then eustress become distress. This is where you will have your performance will go down and you will be distressed and depressed. Because why? Because you do not know how to handle stressful situation. So how to handle? Number one, your thinking. You have to know that stressful situation is good. You have to tell yourself stressful situation is good. Because why? Because it wants us to perform better and better. If it is not good, God will never create trials after trials in your life. If it is not good, then lecturer, university will not use test after test. Why? Because it is good for you to become a better person. Number one, you have to have the right mindset, right? So number two, we have to have a behavior action. When you are stressful, Al-Balqi, he said that, all right? Do not stay alone. Go and find somebody you can confide. somebody that you confide, you can give you a better well-being, mental health well-being, right? So you do not find a friend or a family member that make you feel more stressful. Find somebody, when you talk, that person will make you feel better. If you do not have you cannot find a family member or a friend can give you a better mental health. When you talk to him or her, you better find a professional. So this is the 2 tips I want to give. Number 1, have the right mindset. Stressful situation is good. Make it become eustress, not distress. Number 2, when you cannot handle your stress, go and seek help. That's all I want to talk, how to become a good student in handling stressful situation. Thank you very much. Thank you for asking. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.